Hello.
Hi.
Good. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name's Andy and I'm a writer, poetry and playwriting mainly, and I teach creative writing in schools and also to adults.
Brilliant. So Andy, hello. We've been chatting a bit today about living on your own through lockdown, and mainly because if anyone follows you on social media, they can see that you've been posting lots of stuff about self-care over the last few months. My first question for you is how do you use writing as a tool for self-care?
So I have a daily practice of journaling first thing in the morning. I write a couple of pages. Started off from Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, doing morning pages, and now I do it in the morning to meet myself, be present, and get down on paper what I'm thinking and feeling. Every evening I do my gratitudes as well.
Can you just explain what gratitudes are if people don't know?
Sure. So I do them by writing down on a post-it note bullet points of things that I'm grateful for from the day, that have happened in that day. And the idea is that by focusing on the good things that are already there, we increase our happiness without actually having to change anything in the external world. We're just priming ourselves to notice more of the good stuff that is there anyway. So yeah, that's that, and it seems to work.
And you say that seems to work.
Well, no, it definitely does work. It definitely does work. I've been doing it for the gratitudes for 4.5 years now. I've got a couple of jars full of these post-it notes. I do them each day. In fact, that's a gratitudes jar just there. And yeah, do them every day. What I noticed was that the longer I've been doing them, the more effective they are, and the more I feel my mood change during the writing of them. This is because of neuroplasticity, which is basically the way that brains work by connecting neurons in different combinations, and they can always be disconnected when connections aren't used and reconnected in different patterns when new connections are used. So over time you are training your brain, physically changing your brain so that it is ready to notice more of the good stuff that's already here. And this is not a case of hoodwinking yourself, because it's noticing the good things that are already there, and in fact it's just correcting an evolutionary bias towards noticing negative things. The reason that evolved into us is it was important to notice danger even if danger wasn't there, because then you would run away, survive, pass on your genes, which had a bias towards noticing danger. So then your offspring would notice the danger and also run away. If there occasionally was danger and you were like, it's probably fine, those ancestors didn't become our ancestors because they more often got killed and then didn't pass on their more cautious genes. So all we're doing is correcting that evolutionary bias to notice more accurately what's already good in the world.
Nice. And are these always like big things, or is it small moments, or is it?
No, they can be anything. So when I first started, they would be big things and general things that weren't necessarily specific to the day. And the more I practiced, the more I noticed the littler things. For instance, yesterday on my list were my neighbours just cut down a couple of his trees and put them through one of those wood chipper things. So two things on my list yesterday were the strong scent of pine on my road when you're walking up and down, and the other was he left his back gate unlatched and his dog got out. He got a big fluffy Akita that was just wandering around at night when I went for a walk. And yeah, so on my list also was getting to stroke a big fluffy dog called Bear. So yeah, little things are great, and the over time you will notice more and more of the little things. Always love an animal that's named after another animal, by the way. Strong.
Great. Akitas, nature's bears.
Yeah.
Brilliant, Andy. Thank you so much. That's really good stuff, and it's great for us to all think about trying to find positive things in our daily days. Do you have a writing task for us?
I do, yeah. So a way that you can deliberately practice this cup half full sort of attitude, this noticing of the good stuff. I can't remember who the book's by now, but there's a book in which everything is given a negative dictionary definition. It's called the Devil's Dictionary, maybe. I can't remember. But as an antidote to this, or an alternative version of this, I started doing writing tasks in which you can choose absolutely anything and choose to put the positive spin on it by doing a dictionary style definition that is positive. So I'll share a quick couple of examples. This is just from D to H. And in this case, I've tried to choose things that would generally be considered negative. Donkey work, negative. An electric shock, negative. Forest, not negative, but gangrene, negative. And then giving them a positive spin. So donkey work, focusing on the good that it does you. Physical work does you. Body sculpting, meditation time. An electric shock, Frankenstein's life-giving witchcraft, and so on. So if you fancy practicing and strengthening through neuroplasticity that part of your brain which is ready to notice the good, it will increase your happiness. You can do it with creative writing tasks like this, or with the gratitudes at the end of your day.
Wonderful. Andy Craven-Griffiths, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again very soon.
Nice one.
Bye-bye.